All right, this is going to be a little bit of an experiment. I haven't had time to actually make any more videos in my studio/laundry room, so I thought it'd be kind of a neat idea to do a commute vlog, just me driving to work and talking about the things that I wanted to talk about in a video, in an actual video. So I've been thinking about some changes that I want to do to the channel itself. I want it to be less of a newscast and more of a lifestyle, values, sort of a, I don't know, sort of a, well, I guess first I should really try to decide what I want the channel to be. I don't want to just do a generic kind of newscast, even though those are the things that I want to watch. And I wanted the channel originally to be what I like to watch. I wanted the channel to originally be what I enjoy watching. I wanted to be like a entertainment podcast talking about industry news, but the problem with that kind of content is as soon as it comes out, as soon as you make it up, it's irrelevant. Once somebody watches it, the next day there's new news, the next week there's new news, the next month nobody cares about what you were talking about. And that's a problem because I want channels that, well, I want episodes that you could watch next year and it still matter, it still be important. And I think the kind of content that I want to do has to do more with what I'm going through in my everyday life rather than what I come home and sit on the couch and escape my life with. And I don't say escape like a bad thing. I mean, everybody does it. Everybody likes a little escapism every now and again. You like learning about stuff that either doesn't actually affect you or just stuff that you're interested in. And a lot of that is entertainment stuff with me. I love movies and I love the making of movies and that sort of a thing. But really what I want to focus on is family, because there's a lot of things that I myself need to improve on. And I think that bringing other people into that journey may be beneficial to myself and maybe to them. I mean, everybody wants to make some sort of a difference. Not that I think I'm going to make a difference. I'm not that self-centered. You know, I just haven't had time. I haven't had time to make a video, and somebody said you have to make time, and yeah, that's true. But I was thinking about all this time that I have wasted on my morning commute. It's just me usually just singing along to some song or just driving blankly on autopilot. So yes, I want to have the channel be focused more toward family values, my own family values, how I want my kids to grow up, and I want to try to be the person that I want my son to grow up to be. And that is easier said than done because everybody thinks that they're a saint until you really take a look at your life and how you treat others, or not only how you treat others, but stuff that you think and don't actually do. This is really a test more than anything, just to see audio quality for one, if I need to get an external mic, because I'm just using my phone. And I think anybody could get started with something like this. If you have something to say, just take out your phone and say it. The quality may be awful, people may not watch, but at least you did what you set out to do. Well, I know that I said that I didn't want to be a news channel anymore. There are going to be some things that I can't help but report on. Like recently, some of the big news that I have been interested to read about, and I know that the people that I want to talk to are interested in. I can't help but mention it in a video. the fact that Tom Holland is now out of, well, Spider-Man is now out of the MCU because Sony and Disney couldn't come to an agreement on new terms. Now, from my understanding, and you can fact check this because, you know, I'm citing this off of memory, Sony funded the movies, okay? Sony paid for Homecoming and Far From Home. I know those ones. They funded them, but Disney, the MCU, particularly Marvel Studios, they're the ones that creatively led the movies. Now, Disney only got 5% of the proceeds. Okay, Sony got 95%. Now, those are some of the most highest grossing films that Sony has come out with of all time, I believe. Sony was getting 95% of their highest grossing film with their highest grossing property. But they still, I guess, now, when this story first came out, everybody was blaming Sony for Spider-Man being pulled out. And everybody was on Disney's side. But from what I understand, Disney was wanting more. Disney also, through info from a friend, was also getting all of the proceeds for all of the toys, all of the other, which, I mean, that idea was led by George Lucas whenever 20th Century Fox was like, okay, we're going to have the rights to your movie, and he said, okay, you can have them, but I want all of the licensing. So he put Star Wars on everything and made a fortune off of selling toys. Kenner couldn't keep up with the demand for Star Wars toys. And that didn't really happen with Spider-Man because, well, Spider-Man is no Star Wars. Do I think it's fair that Sony pulled away because Disney was wanting more? I don't know. I don't know whose fault it was. If it was working, if the other deal was working, I will be very sad because I don't know how they're going to make another Spider-Man movie and not acknowledge the MCU. I mean, Tony Stark basically made Spider-Man now, and I hope we don't get another reboot. I really don't want another reboot. I don't want another origin story. I would rather them tuck him away for a little bit than get another origin story so soon again. I don't know. What are your thoughts on it? So basically, to sum up this video real quick, I just want to say that I'm not sure where I want to go with this. I'm not sure yet. There's other things that I want to talk about than what I am talking about, and I'm not entirely happy with the format that I've been using. I thought I wanted a sit down and talk kind of show. But honestly, I think personally I do a little bit too much sitting down. And I need to get mobile again. I need to find what I want to do. I need to find a new hobby. I need to find something that, something that I want to do. And I want to talk about things that I want to talk about again. I just got to figure out what those things are. Really, it narrows down to me wanting to be a better person and wanting to maybe inspire others to be better people. I think that there is a lot of anger in the world, and I don't want to be a part of that anymore. I don't want to be... Okay, so there was road work one day. I'm talking really, really bad. Traffic was backed up for miles, and I live just outside of North Myrtle Beach. So some days traffic can be awful just because of tourists coming in and tourists leaving. This was different. There was a really bad wreck, and I hope everybody was okay, of course, at an intersection. And traffic was down to just one lane from both ways. And this was, I believe, on a Friday or Saturday, which is a heavy travel time. Heavy travel time because people are either leaving or coming in for vacation. And there aren't any, signs directing you where to go because this was an on-the-fly thing, and first responders and the city or the police officers and all that they had to block out the road real quick for them to clean up. So I don't know how long this has actually been going on, but by the time that I actually passed them, they were cleaning up like the glass and the plastic and busted metal, what have you. Everybody's upset because we've been sitting in traffic for at least an hour, just not moving, okay? And I understand that, and I was getting upset too. So I'm trying to navigate, where I'm supposed to go, and some cars are cutting around, others are sitting in line patiently, which if you're ever in that sort of situation, people are cutting around because they think the other lane is moving faster. Usually, it's not. Usually what's happening is that you are staying still, and somebody way up there is letting all these people into that line. Which seems like I should get in that line, right? No, because that makes it harder on yourself and everybody else around you. So I'm sitting there waiting, and some people are getting over to this other lane. I thought, oh, they must have opened this up now. So I got over too. I'm heading up, and that lane that I'm actually in ends there, and everybody has to merge back over. Crap. Okay, I'll merge back over. Well, I'm following in line between everybody else, and as I kind of shuffle over to get into the next lane, the car that's in that lane behind me starts inching forward towards me, like he's gonna hit me. And I was like, whoa, 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 what are you doing? Like I did the universal whoa kind of hand thing. And he's looking at me angrily, pointing, just all bad. He's like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? And I'm pointing up here like, man, I've got no choice. The cop's up here. I can't keep going. I'm gonna hit him. And he was just an angry person, and I was so mad, and I grabbed my door handle like I'm going to get out and beat him up, which I've been watching way too many Russian dash cam videos because I would not have done that. But he was just so angry, and I just kept thinking of all the interactions that I usually have in a day between the public, between people, customers coming into where I work. Everybody is mostly friendly. That has been the first aggravated person that I have interacted with that was aggravated at me in a very long time, at least 2-3 years. And I was just thinking, there may be angry people in the world, of course, and there's bad people in the world, but for the most part, my interactions with people are good. And I don't think that the way that he reacted shouldn't have happened. I mean, I don't know, but I don't know what's going on in his life. I don't know if he has anger issues. I don't know anything like that. I don't know what was going on with him at that moment. We were all pretty heated from being stuck in traffic so long. I don't blame him at all. He didn't know what I was doing, and I don't know why he was flipping out. But I think that if people can internalize that kind of anger and not lash out like that, I think the world would be a better place. A lot of the times people either don't know how to use those feelings, don't know how to, sometimes people don't know how to interact with other people. And bringing back the Fred Rogers thing, his whole goal was to help children understand their feelings. Because when you're a child like that, and you get angry, you throw a tantrum. And adults shouldn't do that. I don't think adults should do that at all. So think about the next time whenever you want to lash out to somebody in public, think about how you look to that person. You're going to look like a toddler. You're going to look like a little kid not knowing how to express his feelings in any other way but throw a tantrum. And I don't think that's healthy. I really don't. And I mean, sometimes it's something that I need to work on too. I get angry just like everybody else. Maybe next time I get angry, I'll think about how I want other people to perceive me and how I want to show myself and show my true colors to somebody. I don't want my true colors to be an angry person or explosive person. But anyway, I'm going to be at work in about 10 minutes, so I'm going to cut this off to prepare myself for that. Let me know what you think of this and if I should make more.